was going to call it a day today on the reviews, but I figured I couldn't help but feel like I need to give a review on this little device. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Pomodoro technique, but it's really helpful for people that are struggling with focusing. And what it is pretty much you set yourself up with a timer that's 25 minutes long. And then when 25 minutes is over, then it gives you a break for 5 minutes, and it sets the alarm. And I'll let you know when your 5-minute break is done. You come back, do another 25 minutes of studying, and you have a 5-minute break. And you keep on doing that rotation. And what that does is it really kind of, at least I know it helps me anyways, in my focusing. Because when you just have like an indefinite amount of time that you're supposed to spend doing whatever you're doing, you kind of like can easily go off the rails and get distracted. So setting time limits for free time, and then also when you're working is just really helpful, whether it be school or taxes or whatever kind of busy work you're doing, or working a job, whichever. And it's also kind of what I'm noticing too when using it is that when the 25 minutes go by, I'm like, wow, it's already been 25 minutes. And then it actually forces me to get up from the desk, to stop what I'm doing, and take 5 minutes to kind of like walk around and regather yourself. So that's kind of nice. It's forcing that break for me. And it's kind of shocking when it happens. It's hard to explain. But you'll see when you use it, you'll be like, oh wow, it's already been 25 minutes. And then you just kind of take a break and give yourself that treat of getting up and moving around. So it helps with focusing, but it also helps with learning, because it takes your mind off of a laptop screen or whatever. Keeps you in this nice rotation. So without further ado, let me kind of show you how this thing works. So it's charged with a USB cord, and it's USB-C cord, and it comes with the cord with this, all right? Of course, it doesn't come with the power supply. You have to supply that, whether it be your computer that you plug the USB cord into or here. The back end of the USB-C is USB, I think 3.0, I believe. But either way, so once you charge it up, you just press this button in the top left. Actually, hold on, before I start. Always remember that right side up is with the fingerprint kind of symbol on it, okay? So the power button is on the top left, right up here. Now, what's interesting about this is that see how it changes the time? As soon as you set it down, like see how it says 5 right here. If I turn it over on this side, you can probably see in this angle, I think you can, it says 3. So it's at the clock right now, if you can see it, it's at 4:43. I'm gonna flip it over. Now change to 3 minutes. So 2:57. This is a 1, so change to 1 minute. Now let's say I wanted 2 minutes. I can just tap this. Now it's at 2 minutes. Or say I want 10 minutes. Say I want 20. Let's tap it again. That goes up to 20 minutes. You get it? So whichever side is facing up, whatever amount of time is facing up, that'll be the amount of time it's going to be on a timer for you. It took me a little while to get that. And then if you want to add more time, all you got to do is tap it. It'll vibrate and tell you, no, I'm up to 30 minutes. So that's that. Now the Pomodoro, I think I'm pronouncing that right, that technique is seen right here with this 5. You see how it's in a different tint? This 5 right here? Well, that's to show you that this is the one that you press if you want to get, the 25-minute study and then 5-minute break, okay? And the way you do that is by holding down for 3 or 4 seconds on top of this. You'll see on here it says 24, and then it's got that little tiny tomato in the center. You see that? See the tomato there? See when you pick it up, it stops, I guess. It's kind of cool. So that tomato is showing, that's the symbol for Pomodoro. I don't know why it's a tomato, but that's just the way it is. But that's a symbol. And that just shows you that you're in the rhythm of 25 minutes of study, and then I'll automatically transition to 5-minute break. then 25 minutes of study, 5-minute break. And it'll just keep on doing that rotation automatically for you. You don't have to do anything on your end. Now, if you notice, there hasn't really been much sound with this. Like when I press a button, there's not a lot of sound. That's because I have the sound actually turned to vibrate. And you can control that in this top right-hand corner. See, now they got the sound. So the way this will work is, say, well, pretty much, you know, this sound right here, that's actually the sound that'll go off when the 25 minutes is up. So when 25 minutes is up, it'll make that sound. And then when the 5 minutes is up, it'll make that sound quite repetitively. And then when the 25 minutes again is up, and so on and so forth. But you can just keep on pressing it and then bring it to vibrate, and it'll just vibrate when that time comes up. That's pretty much the basics. I mean, I'll leave these bottom two buttons for you to read on your manual, but I kind of wanted to show you what this thing does. And this is just a timer for yourself or whatever if you wanted it. But yeah, so it's definitely a handy technique. I'm a major fan. I've been using this regularly. It helps me out a lot. And you know, and when I don't use it, I notice I don't use it, if that makes any sense. So when I use this, I'm significantly more productive than when I don't. So I highly recommend it. It's a little tiny device, as you can tell. This is probably what, 2 inches by 2 inch cube tops. So it can fit anywhere. It's not too obstructive. I highly recommend it. I think it's probably one of the greatest. It's become a staple for me. So yeah, I hope this review has been helpful, and I hope you have a great day. Mm.